Everyone, and welcome to Etcetera with the Woodards. I am your host for this evening, Craig Woodard Sr., and it is good to talk to all of you all today. Hey, listen, we got a pretty good show lined up for you. I wanted to start off talking about some information from the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay. As many of you know, I am the executive director and president of the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay down here in sunny Florida. Been doing this now for going on 8 years. February 23rd will be our 8 year anniversary, and we love it. We absolutely love it. We have a lot of individuals on the board of directors that are passionate about our Down syndrome community, as am I. And of course, for me, our son Craig Jr. was the motivation for us to start this organization up, and we've been doing some really good things in the community down here in Tampa. We have what's going on right now is a fundraiser that Arby's, one of the Arby's locations in Riverview on 301 and Boyette, they're running this for us right now. They actually reached out to me and wanted to actually be a part of this. So I'm super excited that they're running this fundraiser for us. I guess it's like roundup for Down syndrome. You know how you go through the line and you pay through the drive-through, and they ask you if you'd like to round up, and you can make any type of donation that you'd like. But this has been going on from October 26th, and it goes through November 23rd down here at the Arby's location on 301 in Boyette. I'm just thrilled that we had someone that wanted to partner with us and raise some funds for us so that we could put this money back into the Down syndrome community for all the programs and things that we put together. So I really appreciate that. So if you're down here, out and about down here in Riverview on 301, and you get hungry and you want to stop at Arby's because they have the meats, you stop in Arby's and get you a little something something and round up for Down syndrome. That goes again until November 23rd. So we're very pleased to be partnering with our local Arby's, and we'll be branching out and trying to do this with a number of different restaurants down here, because it is definitely a good thing, and it helps us, offer specific programs that we can do, and make sure that our members don't have to pay anything for anything. Okay, so that's what we got going on right now. Next up, I'm confirming this date. Right now, I'm saying this date, but I am still confirming. But we're in a little bit of a break here, going into year 5 of our 321 art class. We do have the first class set up for December 1st. This is the one in Hillsborough County. We did get our grant. We got our grant again this year. That's going to help fund this thing. But December 1st, our 321 art class is from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It will have free speech therapy and free occupational therapy as well. The class has grown over the years, going into week 5, and it's been pretty incredible. We have some great parents that come to the classes. They bring their individuals blessed with Down syndrome there, and that is our biggest resource. So when people are talking about, having a support system or trying to get information from folks that are in the Down syndrome community, please come to our 321 art classes. We have them on the first Sunday of every month from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and the third Sunday of every month from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. They are held at the Center Place in Brandon, which the Center Place building is connected to the Brandon Library. You can't miss it. It's just to the right-hand side of the library. So the parents sit out in the hallway and in the other room, and they love to catch up. There's parents that have had children that have grown up together as well. So there are a lot of good friends. But you talk about resources. If you're a new parent, have a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and you got questions, please come. Our parents love to support other parents, and you can pick their brains. You can get a lot of information from our support center. And I always say that our parents are the subject matter experts. To be honest with you, and they've helped us out in a lot of different things. And I know there's a lot of information that they can pass on to other people. So definitely taking on new families. You don't have to sign up or register anywhere. When you come to the class, you just sign in and everything is free. It's a really, really good deal. Staying with information for the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay, we do have our annual gala is going to be coming up. It's not till next year. It's going to be October 3rd of 2026. But I started planning for this thing really early so that we have plenty of time to talk about it. We have plenty of time for people to go on and register, buy their tickets. We have our award recipient list already made up. I've made contact with all of our award recipients as well. It's a really, really cool show. If you've never been to the DSAT-B Rise Up for Down Syndrome Gala presented by Achieva Credit Union, we have our title sponsor this year. It's going to be the Achieva Credit Union, and I'm so thrilled that they're going to be joining us with that. They usually are our title sponsor for our Down the Bowl, which we're going to have in March. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. But yeah, it's I wanted to get out of the gates early because October is Down Syndrome Awareness Month. And last year, when I tried to get a reserve a venue date at the Tampa River Center, October was all booked up. So I started too late last year, and we ended up getting September 13th of this past September where we had our gala. So I got out of the gates early. We got October 3rd, that first Saturday in October. It's going to be from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Tampa River Center. And if you've never been to one of these galas, it is fantastic. These individuals blessed with Down syndrome have a blast on the dance floor. We have a silent auction that is run by Socially Funded. We have all kinds of sports memorabilia, all different types of stuff that are there that you can bid on and walk away with that night. And that's a big source of our fundraising goes there as well. We have an award ceremony, like I said, and going through the list of award recipients, and it'll be a surprise as far as who wins what. But 5 people that we have that are going to be joining us winning awards for their advocacy. This is what this is for. We have Walter Allen from Fox 13 down here in Tampa. He's one of the anchors on Good Day Tampa Bay. Walter Allen, good friend. Mike Boylan. I'm sure many of you have seen Mike's weather page on Facebook. Mike Boylan, he has a daughter that's blessed with Down syndrome, and he has been chosen as an advocate because he keeps us all safe. He is a great guy. He's on Drew Garabo's show, our vice president, 102.5 The Bone, Drew Garabo Live a lot, and we've built a good rapport with Mike Boylan. So Mike is definitely going to be one of the award recipients. We have 3 more. Christina Turner from York Innovative Academy, actually where Craig Jr. goes to middle school, goes to 6th grade there. She's fantastic. She's the ESE specialist there, and she does a fantastic job. 2 more people. Judy Moore. Judy Moore definitely needs to be recognized for the people down here in the Riverview, Tampa, Brandon area. They know a lot about Judy Moore. She's been around for a long time. She runs Tennis for Fun, which also is a kind of a link with the Special Olympics, but she does a fantastic job with her program. Craig Jr. is involved. Many of our members are involved in Tennis for Fun. She may be out of town, but she's going to try to make it back. If not, we do have someone that is going to accept her award on her behalf. So Judy Moore is one of our award recipients, and the last one is Erin Isola, and she is a dynamic person. She actually is part of the family. She's part of our team. She contributes in a special way by giving us and setting up a number of the RBTs and the specialists that we have coming into the house and into the school for Craig Jr. So she's a great person to know. So those five will be the award recipients. And as I stated, we do have our next big event coming up. I don't know the date yet. We don't have the date scheduled yet. We'll be finding out about that pretty soon. But as you know, Drew Garabo is our vice president. And Drew Garabo is the radio host on Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. Now, backstory on Drew. His nephew Will was blessed with Down syndrome. Will lives in Orlando, and Drew years ago used to be a radio host in Orlando, and then he moved over here to Tampa. So he's been on 102.5 The Bone, I believe, since 2012, and has his talk radio show. It's hilarious. And you can catch it online if you're out of town. 102.5 The Bone. Drew Garabo is hilarious, man. He's ruthless, and we just love him to death. But he's a huge advocate for those that are blessed with Down syndrome and other special needs as well. He's been a super advocate for, pushing people to sway away from using the R word when it comes down to children with special needs. There's been a lot of learning and training that have come out of that, and with people just being kind of relaxed using that word every day, and it's ridiculous because it's offensive. And so, we listened to Drew for a long time, and back when we had our very first gala in 2019, Drew Garabo was our very first Community Advocacy Award winner for the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay's gala, and he came to the event and he spoke at the event, and he called me a day after and he said, "Listen, how can I be involved with this organization? It's a great organization." And I said, "Well, Drew, we have a vice presidency spot open right now. Would you accept?" And he said, "I absolutely would." And he's been riding with us ever since. So since then, he's been using his platform. His sales team at 102.5 The Bone, they put on a fundraiser for us, which is our biggest fundraiser. It's called Down the Bowl. And they sell out Pin Chasers bowling alley in Midtown Tampa every year. All the lanes sold out. We do have silent auction items there. We have giveaways there. They do 50-50 raffles. They're doing all kinds of stuff. That's probably going to be coming up early in March. As soon as I have a date and I have a link, we'll be opening up registration for people to purchase lanes. And it's a fun time, January, February, coming up to March, because I'm involved with those guys and get to talk with those guys, and Mike O and Corey and all those guys, man. So we can really, really appreciate them. And usually Achiever Credit Union is our title sponsor. So hopefully they will be back. They have sponsored us, I believe, 3 or 4 years. So we're going into our Down the Bowl 5 coming up here. And we are super excited for that. So that's kind of the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay business that I wanted to get to and talk about those things. Two other things I wanted to talk about. Obviously, number one, it's day 137 of the Marcello Woodard, my cousin, his investigation. And coming into town this past week was is my nephew, guys. So me and Kyle Horton we grew up together. We played basketball at Mercier's Prep. I remember he and I in 8th grade talking about winning a state championship in basketball when we got to high school. We ended up going to high school together. We almost went to Tech Memorial together, but we ended up going to Mercier's Prep. And our junior year, we won the state basketball championship for AA in Pennsylvania, and it was incredible. And every day I used to play against Kyle Horton, and I used to be the luckiest person in Pennsylvania, because I was playing against the top player in the state every single day. And I'll say that again. I mean, even in our game, we played Wilkes-Barre GAR, and they had a player named Bob Sura. So I don't know if anyone's familiar with Bobby Sura, but he went on to Florida State, started down here at Florida State, and then went and played in the league. He played in the NBA with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He played with the Houston Rockets. I had to guard him in the game, but by far, Kyle Horton was the best player on that floor that day. We won 58-55 our junior year. Kyle had 21 points. I believe Brian Berger had 17. I scored 11 that game. Bobby Sura scored 30 that game, but he averaged 35. So we held him 5 below his average, and we won by 3. How about that? Pretty cool, man. Number 1 in the state, and that was also the same year that our girls team with Angie Potoff and Teresa Zumagala, the Baginski twins, that they won the state championship as well. So what a great year that was back in 1991. But I talk about Kyle Horton because his son, Khalid Horton, the Chief, man, I'm going to tell you what, he's 6'8" and talented. He is one out of the 2 players out of Erie, Pennsylvania that are playing Division I basketball right now. Delquan Warren is the other one that's playing at Mississippi State, and Khalid Horton is at Coppin State in Baltimore. And he's phenomenal, you know. He's battling some playing time right now, and of course, sometimes that can get to you mentally, but he had a 3-game road trip. 2 games were in St. Pete down here on Friday and Saturday, and there was a game this past Wednesday against USF. And so me and Craig Jr. and I went to the USF game, and we got to see him after the game, take some pictures with him. And, you know, like I said, he's like my nephew, man. I remember when he was first born, he was a baby, and I held him, him and his brother. But it was wonderful to see him and to talk with him and to give him a pep talk as well. Friday they played at 11 o'clock in the morning. I was not able to go to that game, but he did pretty well. He had 11 points in that game and played pretty well. Saturday morning they played against South Alabama over at Eckerd College, the MacArthur Center. And Craig Jr. and I went over there, and as soon as we opened the door, the team was right there. We opened the door, we walk in, we're right on the floor. And our eyes connected, me and Khalid, and his face just lit up, man. You know, if you can imagine being about 1,400 miles away from home and you see another loved one that lives down here come see you play, I felt like I was representing his whole family. And it was really cool to see Khalid. And, you know, the first time he went into the game, you know, there was a timeout, and, you know, he looked up at me, and I said, hey, calm down, let it come to you. And he said, okay, Unc. And he got back into the game, and he was only in for a couple minutes. I believe he played 8 minutes total on Saturday, but he poured in 9 points in 8 minutes, man. And that game actually was going down to the wire, and then it separated within the last couple of minutes. They had a good player, number 12 for South Alabama, that was just nailing some 3-pointers. He had 25, but Khalid is doing his thing. Like, we need to cover these local guys a little more in Erie, Pennsylvania. Delquan Warren at Mississippi State and Coppin State's Khalid Horton. Y'all need to really watch, talk about it, man. We need to get some more news coverage on these guys as well. Just to give you some stats on Khalid. Khalid has 48 points total in 6 games here. This season just started. So in the very first game of the year, they played Maryland, and he poured in 19 points. I mean, he's a baller. He always has been a baller. He's a great. He's playing at the 4, but he could play at the 3. He's got a great outside shot, just like his father. And he's incredible, man. He really is. So he's averaging 8 points a game, and he's coming off the bench. But he was preseason All-American, pre-conference All-American, and so he's he's battling that playing time because when you get on the Division 1 level, everyone's good. But I just told him, I said, man, control what you can control. Everything else will work itself out. And when you're in there, relax and play your game. And he did that on Saturday, and I was so proud of him. And we got to take some pictures. He came in the gym after the coach talked to the team at the end and got to wrap up and talk with him. And he gave Craig Jr. a big hug, man. And it was really cool. So really, really nice to see family like that come in town and to come out and support. And I know his father, Kyle, was very happy that I was able to attend because there's nothing like the Erie love that we have. There's nothing like that 814 support. And, he was here, and I told him, I said, hey, we'll be there. We'll be there to support him, man. And so I got to check out 2 out of the 3 games, and I'm thrilled. So, Khalid, if you're watching, man, I'm proud of your nephew. Keep up the great work. Keep balling out. Keep your head in the game. All right. So, yeah, man. So that's what I got to kind of discuss. I wanted to kind of wrap up and just kind of give my thoughts on where we stand with Marcello Woodard's investigation. So today is day 137. Day 137, and we still have yet to have a press conference from the district attorney, Elizabeth Hertz. We've had 2 statements from her. We've had an original statement and then a secondary statement. That secondary statement basically was stating that the Pennsylvania State Police had concluded their investigation. They submitted their findings to the district attorney, but she had additional questions and wanted them to further investigate. So she sent the case back to the Pennsylvania State Police. Now, the Pennsylvania State Police, they were pretty timely in getting what information they had back to the district attorney originally. I could not see that the questions that she had for them to continue to investigate would take even longer than the original investigation. That doesn't make any sense to me. What makes sense to me is that Election Day has passed, and we all kind of knew, because this is a political thing, we all kind of knew that there was not going to be a decision prior to the election. And we were correct. Election's over. For some reason, I feel that this investigation is sitting on her desk. It's like she's waiting for something. And I don't know. I know we got a major snowfall in Erie, Pennsylvania last Monday. And, is she waiting for the protests to stop? I have no idea, but Marcello's family deserves better. They deserve better. They deserve transparency. They deserve the truth. They deserve justice. And this prolonged investigation, the only way that I agree with it is if it comes out in our favor, which is based off of truth, because we all know what happened. We all know what happened. That's my take on it. If it's going to take this long and the district attorney is going to support the shooting that Kevin Seelinger did on this traffic stop, basically, right? Because it wasn't a compliance check. How do you do a compliance check when your parolee is not at home? How did Seelinger even know that Marcello was dropping his fiance off? There's just a lot of questions, man. There's a lot of questions that don't sit well with me, and they don't sit well with a lot of people. And of course, this is my opinion. This is my opinion as far as what I think. Um, but there's a lot of things that was going on that night. The police were right down the street. Why were they down the street? Well, sources tell me that the police were down the street because they knew Seelinger was in the area along with Aaron Osborne because they were part of a task force. You know, so is that the reason why he pulled Marcello over? Pulled up behind him, shot him while he was in the car, 12 seconds after he got out of the passenger side. Like, there's so many questions that we all have and that does not make any sense. Um, I just firmly believe, and we as the community, we don't need to be informed by the district attorney. We would love to be informed by the district attorney, but we don't need to be. The family needs to be. And if she would have handled this situation by communicating with the family every once in a while, just saying, hey, listen, I want to let you know the investigation's continuing. We don't have anything yet. I wanted to keep you guys abreast of where we're at. But the family hasn't had any of that. They haven't had any of that. We are not going anywhere. On social media, we will remain. We will remain loud. We will remain prevalent. We will continue to exist, and we will continue to put the pressure on the district attorney's office as we fight for justice for Cello. Um, we have. It's been a little quiet. We haven't had a protest in a while. The weather has changed, and now we want to let everyone know that we haven't changed. So this week is a big week, and I'm asking you all, and I can't be there because I'm down here in Tampa, but I'm asking you all, if you have 10 or 15 minutes this week, we are throwing two different protests, and it's actually three of them, two on one day, one on another day. On Wednesday, we are having a protest an hour before the city council meeting at City Hall. Please come down. Even if you're down there for 10 or 15 minutes, come down, holler Justice for Cello, and then go into the meeting. We want everyone to go into the city council meeting and just go up when they say, is there any citizens that would like to be heard? Go up to the microphone and just say, I am here to support Justice for Cello. And then you can sit down. Now, you can say anything that you want to say, but if we have everybody going up there and making a statement that we're here to support Justice for Cello, that means something. That sends a message to the city, that sends a message to the district attorney's office that we're not going anywhere regardless of what the weather is. That is on Wednesday at the city council meeting. On Thursday from 1 to 3 p.m. outside the Erie County Courthouse, we are throwing another protest. We plan to be out there while they are coming and going and coming back from lunch, and they can see us that we're out there. The Erie County Courthouse from 1 to 3 p.m. We are throwing a protest for Justice for Cello. Please, if you have 10 minutes, if you have 15 minutes, come on out, be vocal, be heard, bring a sign with you, stay warm. And we're going to leave at 3 o'clock and then go back down there at 5. And at 5 o'clock, they're going to be outside. It'll be getting dark outside, but we're catching people that are coming in to the courthouse because the Erie County Council meeting is that night. So the plan is to then protest a little bit prior to the meeting, and then everybody go inside to the meeting and do the same thing that you did the prior day. Go up to the microphone when they say, are there any citizens that want to be heard? And you go up there and say, I am here for Justice for Cello. Please bring Justice for Cello. And you can say anything that you want to say, but I'm just giving you, for those that don't know what to say, those that may not have the courage to go up in front of the council and say anything, at least say, my name is Craig Woodard Sr., and I'm here to fight for Justice for Cello. That means something. If we have 20 to 30 people that come up and just say that one statement. That means something. Now, of course, you're going to have, Malcolm Puliap's going to be there. He has not missed one. He'll be there. He'll be vocal. Deontay Cooley will be there. He'll be vocal. Jerry and Terry Roberts will be there. They'll be vocal. We got people that have been coming to these meetings and being vocal at every meeting. And so they can bring some of the substance behind them as well. But we need you guys. We need numbers. We need people to show up. We need people to show out. And we need people to be vocal. And the only way we're going to continue to apply pressure is to show that we're not afraid of the snow. We're out here and we got boots on the ground, and we will continue until justice is served. And that is actually what we really truly need to happen in Erie, Pennsylvania. So big week this week, as I stated, 2 protests, actually 3 of them. One of them on Wednesday in front of the City Hall, an hour before the Erie City Council meeting. Come on out and protest. Holler Justice for Cello. The next one will be the next day at 1 o'clock from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Erie County Courthouse. Please come down and support Justice for Cello. We'll be back at 5 o'clock that day, still at the Erie County Courthouse, because they have the Erie County Council meeting that night. We want to protest a little bit outside as everyone's going in, and we're going in and we're speaking Justice for Cello. That is exactly what we want to do. We want to let them know that we're still here, that we're still relevant, that we're still prevalent, and we're going to keep the main thing, and that is Justice for Cello. Appreciate y'all listening to me tonight, this Sunday evening. We'll be back sometime this week. Please check it out. If you didn't see this live, you can check it out again on Facebook. You can check it out at my YouTube channel at Etcetera with the Woodards. You can also check it out on Instagram. It's on Instagram, not TikTok right now. But I appreciate you all. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon.